What does Adobe, Microsoft, Google, Twitter, and IBM have in common? They are all tech companies that are led by Indian CEOs. Most recently, Jack Dorsey resigned as CEO of Twitter and appointed Parag Agrawal as his replacement. Parag was born in Rajasthan, India, and grew up in Mumbai. In 2005, he completed an engineering degree at IIT Bombay and moved to the United States to pursue a PhD in computer science from Stanford University. Agrawal joined Twitter as a software engineer in 2011, and today he is the CEO. Twitter is not the first tech company to nominate an Indian engineer as CEO. In November 2007, Adobe announced that Shantanu Narayan will be taking over as chief executive, replacing Bruce Chizen. Shantanu Narayan was born on May 26, 1963. He attended Hyderabad Public School and earned a bachelor's degree in electronics and communication engineering from Osmania University in Hyderabad. He moved to the United States for postgraduate education and graduated with a master's degree in computer science from Bowling Green State University in Ohio. Narayan worked for different companies in Silicon Valley before joining Adobe as a senior vice president. A common thread amongst Indian tech CEOs is that these brilliant individuals came to the US to obtain postgraduate education and transition to the workforce using the H-1B visa. Over 70% of H-1B visas issued by the US go to Indian software engineers, and 40% of all foreign-born engineers in cities like Seattle are from India. Indian immigrants are among the most highly educated in the US. According to Pew, 77.5% had a bachelor's degree or higher in 2016, the highest share of any top origin country, compared to 31.6% of native-born Americans. At the graduate level, foreign-born students have filled the gap of fewer Americans studying computer science and engineering, although this growth is slowing. Education is placed at a premium in India, and parents sometimes nudge their kids to become doctors or engineers. India produced 1 million engineers in 2021. A large segment of these engineers will be leaving the country to explore postgraduate opportunities in the US. With a growing demand for tech professionals, a large percentage of the engineers that come to study in the US will be joining tech companies and continuing this trend. Americans often complain and moan about how ineffective their government is, but citizens from developing nations such as India have it much worse when it comes to their welfare. In a country of over 1 billion residents, most of whom are hindered by weak infrastructure, rampant corruption, and limited opportunities, it takes resilience to simply survive, let alone excel. Indians learn to build resilience, battle endless barriers, and make the most of opportunities they have. In India, you learn to navigate around the challenges that an unjust society creates for you. This means that when you cross the Atlantic and join a tech company, you have almost already developed enough resilience that will allow you rise to the top. Microsoft named Satya Nadella as CEO in 2014. Like Shantanu, Satya moved to the United States to complete postgraduate studies in computer science in 1990. He joined Microsoft in 1992 and rose to become president of the Server and Tools division in 2011. As CEO, Nadella has grown the market cap of Microsoft to over $2.5 trillion from $382 billion. He coordinated a cultural shift at Microsoft by accentuating empathy, collaboration, and growth mindset. He has transformed Microsoft's corporate culture into one that emphasizes continual learning and growth, which can be tied to his upbringing in India. Working in large companies also requires an individual to be accommodating and flexible in their interactions with colleagues. Indians have a big historic advantage here, due to their intense multiculturalism. There are 6 major religions in India, and the constitution recognizes 22 regional languages. Every region in the country has its own customs and beliefs. People accept differences in attitudes and culture, especially in the context of business. Then there is the humility that comes from leaving home and relocating to a new country. Speak to almost any immigrant, irrespective of origin, and he or she will disclose stories about leaving social status in their home country and working their way up from the bottom of the ladder in the adopted land. Almost all Indian tech CEOs had to leave their families and hit refresh in the US. Sundar Pichai was born in Madras, India. He completed a degree in metallurgical engineering from IIT Kharagpur before moving to the United States to complete a master's degree at Stanford University and an MBA from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. Pichai joined management consulting firm McKinsey & Co. after graduation for a short spell before moving to Google in 2004 as a product manager. Over the next 11 years, Sundar worked in different product roles and became CEO in 2015. In a letter to Googlers, Larry Page and Sergey Brin stated, "Sundar brings humility and a deep passion for technology to our users, partners and our employees every day." Sundar is known for his humility and capacity to work with other colleagues to get the job done. Google was also a company that was well known in technology circles for just how cavalier work relations were, with many employees and top execs engaging in misdemeanors. Sundar Pichai's rise to CEO saw a stop to such behavior, even if the overall changes weren't sudden. The United States is the land of opportunity and attracts the best talent from all over the globe. For Indians in technology, working in the US offers more in terms of monetary rewards and career growth. According to a report by Dice, the average salary of a tech professional is $97,859. Compared to India, the average salary is $21,000 with senior professionals earning $35,000. An Indian tech professional can be making 2 to 3x his current wages in the US with the same skill set. In developing countries, employers tend to favor individuals with foreign education or foreign experience. In India, schooling abroad, especially from developed countries, gives you an upper hand in the job market. These factors favor moving abroad, and we expect more tech professionals to explore education opportunities in the West. Do we expect more tech CEOs from India? For now, the answer is yes, because a large percentage of Indians working in Silicon Valley. In the future, we expect this trend to possibly change because of the rise of technology unicorns from India. In 2021, 21 startups grew to unicorn status, which means 21 new companies exceeded a valuation of $1 billion. As more technology unicorns come to the fore, the Indian tech professional may be swayed to remain home than explore opportunities abroad. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content.